Don't you dare hit that 30-second skip. I did a thing. Something I haven't done in a little while. I guested on another program. Everything is interesting. You can look for it on every platform that exists out there. It's got a big red logo with all sorts of cool stuff in that logo because everything is interesting. I'm going to talk about Hawaii. That's right. Everyone knows that I am the number one resource. I am Don Ho Jr. We'll see if I make that same joke on the program. But me and my tiny bubbles, I'm bringing myself to talk about all things Hawaii on Everything is Interesting. And as you are listening to this program right now, you can find my Hawaii episode of Everything is Interesting available right now as well. I'm pretty sure, knock on wood, but I'm actually recording this promo prior to my recording of the show. I bet it'll be very good. I bet it'll be very funny. I don't know that for a fact, but I would wager dollars to donuts it'll be a good one, everybody. So check it out. Everything is interesting. I had a really good time. Gosh, a year and change when I went on there to talk about wrestling. This is, I'm not going to say wrestling won't come up this time around, but it's not really going to be a thing that we delve into. This will be talking about the blue waters of Hawaii, all of its luxurious islands, and who knows? I don't know. I'm sure other stuff will come up. There will be a quiz, everybody. So, y'all, why don't you all come on down, check out Everything is Interesting. I think you'll enjoy it, as I have. Check it out. Do me a favor. Show the buying power of the Hard Mark universe out there in podcast land, just the type of power that we wield. That's it. Thanks, everybody.
Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You not pee in the pool. You not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time has begun. My name is Erik Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the man of 54,097 compliments, the EVP of Soul Skating Development, the maitre d' of Mat Drama, the Tampa Bay Topsider, the Living Painting, the Talent, Dr. Pussy, Flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how's it going, my friend?
It's good. It's good. Where did Dr. Pussy come from?
We're talking about cats. I think we were specifically talking about how many cats it is to be... How many cats you can have before it becomes weird.
Okay.
And so I briefly dubbed you, I think, Mr. Cat, and then I changed it.
You went to Dr. Pussy.
Dr. Pussy, yes.
Right. Which, naturally, the connection there.
Right.
Like... Anyone
Anyone who's smelled your breath knows that deep down in your soul, you're Dr. Pussy.
Jesus, I don't know if this is good or a bad thing. Like...
I heard a joke the other day. This is getting blue right off the bat. I heard a joke the other day. I'm surprised I'd not heard it previously, but it was like, what's the difference between a clitoris and Bud Light? A clitoris only tastes like pee for like a second.
I don't know. Like, is that? I thought you were gonna really take off with something here, Erik. Like,
no, is that we don't run a real blue show, but it's
right.
I think that might be the first reference to a clitoris on the Hard Mark podcast so far.
I doubt it.
I mean, I'm sure you've probably talked about like a fucking snake clitoris before or something like that because you talk about animals and how you're a fucking expert all the time. But like this is the first time a human clitoris, I think, has been referenced on the program.
I would honestly be surprised if that's the case. Like, that seems like something that has definitely been brought up before. Now, to go back and I just...
I mean, you have all the resources at your disposal,
Ryan. First time, but hey,
yeah,
I'll defer to your judgment. You do all the editing, so
MarkBot 5000. We can get MarkBot on just do a search of any utterances of clitoris.
Yeah, do some voice analytics over this thing. Like
yeah.
get Grant in here, like let him do his QA thing. Like, let's see, like, let's run it back.
He's literally just sitting there silently as he waits for the word clitoris to be
just
said.
Like, it's no different than listening to a call center car, with Grant. He's just doing the same face, same format, like, right. Just listening. Professional, like, through and through professional. Yeah.
I have this. This is not the first time that we've done this before. It's been a while. This is rare. Corrections. I have 2 corrections to make.
Okay.
Erroneous information.
My side.
Both on mine.
Okay.
2 corrections for me. You're operating on all cylinders.
I'm happy to hear
it. Yeah, no, it's rare that I have to correct myself for bad intel, but I can't just leave the Markomaniacs thinking like, oh, Erik, he's a big dummy. I'm the host. I have to have some level of credibility here. It's fine if they think that you're stupid because of your rankings, but they can't think that I'm dumb. So, first correction. We argued last time about natural disasters. You did, in fact, put tsunami number 1. I was incorrect about that.
Oh, you know what? Good. I'm glad you brought that up, because that was what I thought was odd that you missed that, because I very clearly stated, and not only did I state, I then went into the reasoning of why I felt a tsunami was up there on the list. So I thought that was odd. I'm glad you came back. You stood up
as a man.
Said, "Hey, world, I was wrong."
Took ownership of my mistakes.
You did.
It won't happen.
You got to respect that.
So that's first correction. Ryan's number 1 natural disaster was in fact a tsunami. Second thing, and this has been probably the least interesting thing that we've been talking about over the course of several episodes. Usually, when something's boring, it just never gets brought up again. But neither of us have claimed to be that smart. Beer foam, beer head.
Yeah.
I finally just asked somebody who would know, because they worked in like the restaurant industry. They've poured like countless beers, etc. So here's the final.
So Tony Tate?
Not Tony Tate, friend of the show, Tony Tate. Not Tony. Although maybe we could, get him to chime in on it. So there's a term for this in the restaurant biz called overheading. If you overhead your beer, so apparently you don't actually lose any beer by doing that. However, if you if you're in a restaurant setting and somebody's like, I'll take a beer, and it's mostly head, well then you're shorting them a little bit, because it will not fill up all the way. It will be flat.
It'll be flat. Okay.
Because you're losing all the carbonation.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes sense.
But saying it out loud, I'm kind of uncertain about it even now, but fuck it. We're not talking about this anymore.
Well, maybe we should. That's kind of...
Well, we can talk about it right now. We're not talking about any future episodes. This is the final segment of Beerhead and how we don't know how it works.
I mean, I don't think this is the most boring thing we've ever talked about. Like, I think that there's probably some level of interest in this, in this topic.
I guarantee you, at least half of the people listening to us are like screaming at us right now. You fucking idiots! Just pour yourself a beer and see what happens. And we refuse to do that.
Well, that's a good point. Honestly, we as a podcast of science, we're not just test it. We could do that.
Yeah, but we don't.
That's
for 3 episodes continuously. We have
we're getting referrals and instead of just doing it. Yeah, that's So you fill it up, you don't lose any beer. Yeah, that's not the issue.
Apparently not.
But it fills you up more.
Well, it'll be flat. It will lose carbonation because all the beer, it will dissipate into liquid, but then it's going to be flat liquid, not carbonated liquid.
But what about the fillingness of it? How is it overfilling? Does it fill you up more if you have too much of those bubbles at the top, the gas in there?
I didn't ask this. I should have gotten you on FaceTime. Dude. I should have FaceTimed you.
You had a chance.
I had a chance to put this all to bed, and yet I didn't.
I'm on Tinder now, so one of the things.
Well, hold on. Are we talking about this on air?
Well, we can decide later whether or not we want to go with
fine.
this. But
right. Yes.
One of the things is and maybe this wouldn't be a good question to ask. Well, I don't want to sound sexist, girls don't drink beer, but maybe but they say ask an interesting question, right? Don't lead off with hey, whatever. Ask. Right. Maybe I could scatter this around all my likes and find out, maybe there's some hey, like, what is the deal with, pouring? Like, what are your feelings about it?
Uh-huh.
Do you know the science about too much head in your beer? And then it gets talking about head, like.
You just come up with a brilliant end. Who could rescind this strategy?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm here for.
We don't have to get into it. Obviously, people can kind of put two and two together on things around that. Your Tinder profile.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed as I've been going to bed, because I have a routine. We've talked about the routine on the program before: fan, AC, noise machine, air purifier, and the piece de resistance, classic 80s wrestling every night on Peacock. Yeah. I can't help but notice, because it always shows you what you've been watching most recently. I can't help but notice that The Office always seems to have been watched recently on like a daily basis as I'm turning on my 80s wrestling.
Yeah.
So I know that you've been watching it nightly.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I have.
Or daily, whatever the case may be. I don't know time of day, but between the time that I'm going to bed each night, you're watching The Office. Did The Office make it into your Tinder profile?
It made it into a Tinder conversation.
Okay.
and I haven't gotten a response since. So we'll see. But it hasn't made it into my official profile yet.
I don't know this for a fact. I remember reading a thing, hearing a thing that it's so cliche to say that you like The Office. Everybody likes The Office, so don't put it in your Tinder profile. I've heard that, and I wasn't sure, because you're a devoted fan.
I am, and I don't know if I'd particularly get along with someone who also didn't like The Office. I think that's, and it's not like you're casting like a smaller net. Like, come on, like, it's The Office. Everybody likes The Office, but I get what you're saying. Like, also, like, maybe don't come out with that. Like, it's because everyone likes you don't like have to talk about that. But it's not on my. I haven't seen it scattered around. Maybe people are getting over it. From.
Are you supposed to say what your interests are?
Tinder lets you pick like 5 interests.
Okay.
And you put them on there, and then that's kind of what your profile has.
Do you know what my next question is going to be?
No. What's it?
What are your interests?
Oh, that was a so I had to pick, and you just scroll through a long list, and I wanted to be like honest, like to some degree, like, but also not honest.
I wanted to lie to these women. I understand.
I mean, you basically have to say you like hiking. I fucking hate hiking,
I'm not sure. I mean, granted, your feet seem to be in better shape, but I'm not sure if you can handle the incline and the decline of a hike right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's another thing. Let me just make a quick note, because my feet are at 95% there. They are not Vegas feet anymore. They are fucking fully blood vesseled through. They are. They're doing great. They're doing great.
Yeah.
So that's basically a thing. Like, everyone just likes hiking. So I put skiing on there. I don't ski, but it sounds really good. It sounds great, like athletic and like.
Please tell me rollerblading made it on there.
No, it didn't.
God damn it. Why am I even introducing you as the EVP of Soul Skating Development if you didn't think enough of it to put it on your goddamn Tinder profile?
Well, they didn't have Brink on there. If they had Brink on there, I would have thrown that on. Like,
Do I have to change this to the EVP of Soul Skiing Development?
I skied once, and I felt like that was enough to throw it on there.
Okay.
So... skiing made it on. I threw like some baseball.
Okay, sure, that's a good one.
Yeah, I put that.
Zen.
What was it? Something like beer hop, like brewery hopping or something like that.
Okay.
And like
that's
bar hopping, like basic stuff. It wasn't anything crazy. The only ones I really like pushed on there to like boost my profile, I put swimming on there. I don't really swim that much, but I was a lifeguard. I feel like that's part of my
right. Yeah,
and then skiing, which I basically lied about to make myself look better. Like.
I mean, I'm sure the vast majority of people put something on there where they're just like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about this, but whatever. It rounds things out a little bit more.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Hiking, you know?
Yeah.
You everyone fucking hikes now. All the girls are like on their little like thing that they talk about. Their little like, you know, they make a one paragraph about it's hiking. It's always fucking hiking. So you almost have to put that on there. Like,
right. It's a prerequisite. Did you golf? Did golf make it or no?
No, I felt like golf could be ugly. I feel like, you know, golf's a great, if you're trying to make friends, you got to throw golf on there. If you're trying to like date, I don't know if golf makes it. I don't know if that's maybe in like past relationships, they had a boyfriend who golfed and he was golfing all the time. And like Greta was very supportive of my golf. Yeah. She was great about it. But like, I remember one time we went golfing with Tony Tate on New Year's and we drank a lot at the course and I came back and I was pretty fucking hammered and I passed out at like 6 o'clock on New Year's and she was not happy about that. So thank you, Tony Tate, you know, for the, you know, wonderful round, but Greta was not thrilled with me like going, you know, I was out.
He was just doing it like they do in New Delhi. So you can't fault him for that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just saying that was my thing with like golf. I was like, maybe I should leave golfing off. It's not really.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's fair. I have a thing that happened to me today, Ryan.
Yeah.
You're not going to like it.
Let's find out.
I was working earlier down here in the office, the basement of Hedonism 4. I haven't said it in a while. Hedonism 4. I had to do the numbers in my brain. And so I was going upstairs for something, going to the kitchen, and I was bounding up the stairs. And I didn't realize just how like heavy and like big my stomps were, but I was kind of like, not a run, but you know, a good trot up the stairs, bounding, etc. And before my brain had time to process what was happening, I see this black splotch come from like the corner of one of the steps towards me as I'm bounding up the steps. And you got it, dude. Spider.
Yeah.
A big spider.
Yeah.
Like one of the big brown, you know, house spiders.
Recluse.
Is it a brown recluse?
I think that's a wolf spider, brown recluse. I think they're like one and the same, I believe. Okay. I could be incorrect, but
you know what?
Don't fact check me. You know,
this is not going to be a recurring segment. We will not come back to this. We're saying it's a brown recluse, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm bounding up the stairs. I see this thing, and like everything happened so fast. I was not thinking logically. I was not like there was no process. It was all instinct. It was all caveman instinct. And luckily, I was wearing socks.
Oh, you didn't step on it, did you?
I stepped on it.
God damn it, Eric.
With a
did you feel the crunch?
I did. I've never seen this happen before. I stepped on this spider, and it was a big spider. Not like the biggest spider I've ever seen, but it was a big spider. It just like exploded into legs. It
squirted.
I think I did feel a little bit of moisture on like my middle toe.
Oh, God.
But it like, I've never seen such a violent just bursting of a spider in my life. It was crazy. But I think it was because of like, you know, you have a little bit more dexterity in the foot. And so like when I just kind of wiped it on the stair, like fast, and it just poof, explosion of spider legs and guts.
I would have fell off the stairs probably and re-broke my heels. Like I would have panicked, Eric. Like at least, hey, I respect that you did something about it. You know, like you got up there and you handled the situation. But I 100% I would not have stepped on it. I would have like either jolted into the wall, and, like hit my head, or like, you know, slipped, or you know, something bad would have happened. Or screamed, you know, like
I disagree. I think it was so fast and so sudden, and just my body was just reacting without any thinking. I think you would have done the same. I think you just would have your natural instinct.
Not with a sock. No, maybe with a shoe. Maybe with a shoe, but not with a sock. There's no chance. Zero chance I would have done it. My brain would, anything I had learned in the past would have been gone. And my brain would have been like, do not touch that with your bare foot, basically. Like, don't touch it.
A thin layer of a champion
get away
sock.
from it. Yeah, like I would a shoe. Maybe I would have stepped on. Actually, yeah, a shoe. I would have stepped on it with a shoe. A sock. There's 0%. Yeah, you're a brave guy. You're a brave soul.
Thank you. I mean, I wasn't, telling the story so that I could get that reassurance, but I'll take it nonetheless. I will say one of the things that I was so to take things a step back. Ryan messaged me like a week or so ago about a potential, which it sounds like this isn't happening, but a potential move to Miami.
Oh yeah,
and like. It was such a small window of time from the time that you told me, like, hey, I'm considering doing this. And when I messaged you just a couple of hours later, like, what's going on? And you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it. But during those few hours, I was like, my brain was processing like, oh man, I can't wait to hear about Ryan in Miami. Like he's going to move. Like I was already making plans for like, okay, he's going to need probably a little bit of time off of the podcast. I'll get in like this. Like I was planning actively. And one of the things I was thinking about was like, oh, if you move to Miami, there's probably going to be like spiders there. Like I get to hear about Ryan meeting spiders and stuff. But it's not happening.
Yeah, no, it's not happening. And I knew they have like, lizards and you got like iguanas and you got, alligators. You got a lot of like fucking swampy shit out there, but I didn't realize there were spiders. I was talking to my buddy who like, he works from a company that's out of Fort Lauderdale, which is where I was going to go. And he's like, dude, there's fucking spiders out there. Like no shit. Like some of the nastiest, like biggest spiders I've ever seen. And I'm like, well, fuck, like, that's a huge turnoff. Like,
wait, are you telling me this is the main reason why you didn't accept this position?
It was a contributing factor. It was not the main reason. Like,
what would be, in your mind, an equal contributing factor to the fact that there's spiders there?
What do you mean an equal? Like,
you said it's a contributing factor, but not like the sole reason. What would you say in your mind was an equal contributing factor to not wanting to move to Miami? Like, what would you put on par with, hey, there's spiders there?
Erik, I don't think you this. Okay. This was a very hard decision. My whole life, I wanted to go to Miami. Like,
I know! We talked about it!
I've always wanted to go to Miami. The only reason, and this isn't going to be interesting, but the only reason I didn't go there is because I felt like it was financially not a great decision to, like, pack up all my shit, move across the country, double my rent, like for a salary increase that was moderate. Like
you could have just found a bunch of Cuban guys to share a house with. It would have been great.
It's bothered me because this, like, I was excited about the role and I've always wanted to go to Miami. It's been a dream of mine, honestly. And they offered me the job within an hour. After the second interview, they offered me the job.
Wow, they really liked it.
The recruiter came back. She's like, "Wow, they offered you the job," and I was like, "Oh shit." And then I took the weekend to like think about it, and it's still like hurting me. It really is because I fucking hate Vegas. Like, and it just didn't make sense financially, and I just need to like, I'm in a good spot right now and I need to make sure I'm, taking care of that stuff first. But fuck, man, like maybe next year, you catch me on that same thing. I moved to Miami, and I don't know. Fuck. Now it's still hurting me again.
My vote, for the record, was do it for the lulz. Like the documentation of Ryan in Miami would have been worth it from my perspective. Now, granted, you would have had to live in that scenario, I can't fault you for making the decision you did.
I want to keep this podcast on again, but I was talking to someone and I was like, okay, really the big reason there's water, it's Miami. It's kind of like my scene. Like, I miss,
you get a boat again,
like, but I was talking to people and it's like, hey, like, and everyone was like, I think you should consider it. But one of my friends was like, hey, like you go, you see the beaches and then, after like 3 days, you've seen all the water. Like, what the fuck, you just moved. And like, it's like, fuck, I don't know if it made sense. Maybe I get bored there too. So I just decided to leave it. But I did kind of leverage it at work. So that was nice.
Nice.
We got another boost in pay. So
can't argue with that. Thank you, Miami.
But but damn, man, fucking Miami.
What
like,
could have been?
It's still really hurting me, like to not have gone. But like I said, maybe give me another year. We'll see where I'm at. Maybe I take that offer. So
I look forward to seeing what develops here on the program in the next year. I know I said last Rumpus Time episode, that we were going to start every episode with Ryan Ranks It. We didn't do that this time, but we're still going to do it. It's still a reoccurring little segment we got going on here. I've got one. We could probably spend an hour just doing this. We won't, but I thought it would be good. So last time we did methods of drinking beer. We came up with quite the ranking, quite the list. I believe, what was first? I'd have to look at the list. Was it shotgunning, or was there something above that? It might have been keg stand. I think keg stand might have been first. Either way, this time switch away. Go non-alcoholic. There will be more alcohol that happens in the future, but this time another subject that's near and dear to your heart, Ryan: condiments.
Oh, nice.
And I made a list of, let's see, how many did I put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I made a list of 5 that were just like off the top of my head. I'm just looking on Google right now, and I found like a list of 20. We're not going to do some of these just don't, like duck sauce. What the fuck is duck sauce? We're not going to rank duck sauce.
Could try that.
It's no TikTok pink sauce. Let me tell you that much right now. But there's if there's anyone that you feel like strongly about, like that we're not including on here, we can talk about it. But I thought like your basic everyday condiments, plus maybe 1 or 2. But let's start with the condiment that America was built on, Ryan. Though the condiment that, other condiments may come and go. They may be in fashion, they be out of fashion. But the one condiment that's...
Don't say ketchup.
I'm going to say ketchup.
Say ketchup.
Ketchup. The number one condiment that America was created on. It goes with French fries. It goes with hot dogs. It goes with hamburgers.
Yeah.
Some people put it on steak. I'm not going to say you should put ketchup on steak, but some people do it. Where do you lay? So this is the first one. So it's the de facto one. You don't seem like you're enthusiastic about ketchup.
No, I'm not a ketchup guy at all. I don't understand ketchup at all.
So you don't respect ketchup.
I don't respect ketchup.
I knew that it was going in that direction. You have a very predictable cadence with how you feel about things.
Yeah, no, ketchup. I mean, starting right now, it could be number 5.
What the fuck?
It could go. It's not that there's worse condiments. But starting, if you're gonna lead off number 1 with ketchup, it's starting number 5, and then
If it wasn't for ketchup, the Germans would be goose stepping through the streets right now, Ryan.
Ketchup is, I don't understand. It's fucking.
Do you eat ketchup
sauce.
with anything?
Like, it's tomato sauce with sugar. Like, that's what it is.
Have you had Portland ketchup? Because I think you're in such a Heinz mode. Which, hey, you know what? I'm not going to poo-poo some Heinz, but Portland ketchup. Oh my goodness, so good.
Yeah.
That McMenamins, the McMenamins Portland ketchup.
No.
You're saying no, as in no, you don't like it, or no, you haven't had it.
I haven't had it.
Oh fuck, you're missing out, dog.
Was it like hot?
No, there is hot ketchup. There's Chipotle. There's curry ketchup. You ever had curry ketchup?
I mean, curry by itself is fine. I know you can even tomato base that, but
I think you're just thinking Heinz right now. You're got a very narrow fucking window into this.
But
shit.
that is the generic. What do you open anyone's fridge right now? What do they have? They have Heinz ketchup.
I admit I have a bottle of Heinz, but I also got a bottle of Portland ketchup, and I can tell you which one's getting used in the Donaldson household right about now.
Oh, well, scrap the Heinz.
Okay, so ketchup. Answer this question: is there any food that if somebody offered you right now that you would be like, I need ketchup on this?
No.
Hot dog.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you put on a hot dog?
Worst thing to put ketchup on, and that's a disgrace to America. And I believe, Erik, just to level this point out, like Barack Obama.
What?
And Barack Obama and Anthony Bourdain both stated the same thing. It's criminal to put ketchup on a hot dog. It is criminal.
What do you put on a hot dog?
Mustard.
Just mustard?
Anything else you want as well, but not just if you're going just one, like, you got ketchup. It's sorry, excuse me. It's mustard. It's mustard. That's it.
I've never even eaten a hot dog without ketchup, ever.
So I want to almost say it's like maybe in like a civil type of court, it's almost illegal to put fucking ketchup on a hot dog in Chicago.
I understand how Chicago people do their shit. Hold on.
Okay,
I'm
because you just said you've never. How many times have you been to Chicago, Eric? You never got
Twice.
a Chicago dog?
No, I've never actually. I've been venturing more towards pizza when I go to Chicago. Something just dawned on me, and it's chilled me to the bone, Ryan. I'm chilled to the bone saying it out loud right now. I know you don't like cheese.
Yeah.
Now I'm finding out you don't like ketchup. If somebody's making you a goddamn burger, what the fuck do you put on this burger? We got bread, we got beef. Is there fucking anything on it?
Like condiment wise?
We're talking like a backyard cookout.
Give me my burger with some stuff. Give me some like jalapenos on that. Give me some bacon. Like that's
what condiment do you put on it?
I would say a burger can go just without mustard. Like like a burger is fine.
Just eating plain ass burgers out there?
Yeah. A little butter on the bun and grill that thing. You don't need it. You don't. And one thing I will say, like, I'm not opposed to like a little ketchup and mustard on a burger like that. I will not say I'm not eating that burger. But you have to mix it with like mustard on it. It's not just straight ketchup. Like, you do like a McDonald's, like, double McDouble, you do the ketchup and mustard thing. Fine, sure. I'll eat that. But like, you don't need to go with anything really.
Okay. This is a shocking. This has already gone off the rails for me. I don't know where to go.
I'm surprised. I guess this has not been brought up either.
So right. Ketchup, but de facto number 5 here. I mean, we got to go mustard now. The little brother that could of ketchup, mustard.
I would agree with the little brother statement. I think it is the little brother. Like, if you were to survey the country, but yeah, for me, mustard number 1. I mean, again, this could be moved, but right now, number 1. And mustard has a tang. Mustard has a bite. Mustard has something to it that ketchup doesn't offer.
See, this is a little unfair. I'm going to say this is a little unfair. Like, I'm not going to force you to change your ranking, but when you say all these things, I know you were thinking Heinz for ketchup, and I know that you're not just talking about French's mustard now for mustard.
All French's mustard is just fine. Like.
But does it have a tang? Does it have it like?
Yeah, French's mustard has a tang in general. Mustard has a tang.
But I have a feeling. But I have a feeling that you're talking about other mustards besides just French's.
No, I'll eat any mustard. I like spicy mustard. I like Dijon mustard. Like, mustard is in all forms very good, but I prefer regular Heinz yellow mustard. Like that's your brand. Give me the regular shit. Like, yeah.
You're not a Grey Poupon guy?
Not specifically. I'll eat it. I like all forms of mustard. Give me any type of mustard.
Just say, the people want to hear you say it.
What?
I respect Grey Poupon.
I respect mustard. I do. Like, absolutely, bring something to the table. Literally,
I have Portland mustard, by the way. It's pretty good. It might be my favorite mustard.
So what is the Portland aspect add to like both mustard and ketchup? Like,
God damn it, dog. We don't have enough time for this conversation. It's good. So I remember, and stop me if I've told this story already, because I might have. My dad, I ordered off Amazon Portland ketchup specifically. And then my dad was like, what is this? It's like, oh, it's like fancy ketchup. It's like better than Heinz. He's like, what's so good about it? I was like, oh, it just tastes really good. And it's just a solid ass ketchup. I don't know. And then, because I bought like 3 bottles, it was a pack. I gave him one. And then the next time I saw him, like a week or 2 later, he just would not shut the fuck up about this Portland ketchup. He was just going, oh yeah, he was just like, oh, I love it. Oh, it's great. It's way healthier for you. It's tangier. It's even better. Da, 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 da. And then like a month or so later, he's like, yeah, it's too expensive. No, he went through like a bottle in a week, which I don't know what he was eating. He was going through that much ketchup in that amount of span of time. Like, I've gone through like 2 bottles over the course of like 6 months. But yeah, I don't know. It's just good stuff.
They're just taking over, like,
it's artisan.
Yeah, they're just taking it on. Like, that, of course it's out of Portland, you know? Like, they take something good and they just make it Portland the same thing. And everyone's like, oh, shit, this fucking...
You get a fun little picture of, like, the Burnside Bridge on the bottle. It's great.
Yeah.
Everyone likes it. Okay, so mustard, then ketchup so far. And Ryan's never had curry ketchup, for the record. Barbecue sauce.
4. You're
still maintaining that ketchup. Okay, let me write this down really quick because I haven't written down any of this. So mustard, 2, we don't know yet. 3, we don't know yet. 4 is barbecue sauce.
I don't even know what you should put barbecue sauce on. I think ribs are better. Like, you do a nice dry rub. I think that's better. I'm not going to hate on, like, a really good rib with, like, good sauce. It's probably barbecue sauce. That's fine. But, like,
I like it as a dipping option.
People put it on with... Well, yeah. I mean, that's... What's it for? Like...
I mean, some people put I do... What's your barbecue... Like, sounds like you really don't even like barbecue sauce. What is your brand?
There is a brand that I did rub. It's got like this older black gentleman on the bottle.
You're talking about Sweet Baby Ray's.
I don't think it's Sweet Baby Ray's.
It's not Sweet Baby Ray's?
It's not. Maybe it's like widely distributed. It's probably pretty generic, but like they have a bunch of different like stuff you can, because they garlicky or hot or whatever, and it's actually like it's good. Like I don't hate barbecue sauce. I'm just saying in this list right now it's number 4, but yeah, that's I can maybe I'll snap a picture next time at the grocery store. That's what I can't remember. It's been a while since I've used barbecue sauce.
Maybe on wings. Maybe on wings.
I like my wings a specific way. Maybe we'll get there with the sauces, but yeah.
Ranch.
Oh, fuck. I think that would be the that's the new 4. So you got barbecue 3, ranch 4.
Wow, your intention. Wow, so we don't even have a 2 yet. I guess we will shortly, but
yeah.
Why the hate about is ranch upset your butt or no?
No, it's a little thick and creamy, like.
You're not. I mean, you're not saying anything that's like a bad thing to me. Everything's. I like a good creamy thing.
Yeah, that's just not my thing. I get people.
We're like shooting ropes of ranch.
It offers a different taste. I don't care for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dip a good piece of celery. it's some cauliflower.
I just eat plain
baby carrots. Okay, fine. Well, Okay, so I had one.
Is it buffalo?
Well, the fifth option.
Yeah.
No, what is buffalo? Just buffalo sauce?
It's not,
that doesn't. I mean, we could put it there. So here, I'm just gonna.
No. I thought that where it was going.
I can tell you the one that I had on my list because I was thinking because and I'm gonna say this out like right now. This is not on the level of say, like you could go to most people's fridges and they will have at least 3 of those 4 things in their fridge, like guaranteed, more or less. This 5th one. I picked it because I like it a lot, and I thought like, oh, maybe Ryan will, but I'm almost certain you won't. Aioli.
Oh God, I everything has fucking aioli on it, and
it's because it's delicious
without aioli. I mean that probably goes.
So before you commit to this?
Sure.
I'm going to allow you to pick what the 5th one is, and I'm just going by this condiment calorie guide.
Well,
so, go ahead.
Oh. I mean, you want me to pick the 5th one?
Yeah, pick the 5th. Well, and you don't have to put it 5th, but pick what you want to rank last on this list.
I mean, I would say like hot sauce should be in there. Like any just generic hot sauce should be in that.
Let's do that then. Hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, I hot sauce
over soy sauce.
I do like soy sauce. I do like soy sauce. Hot sauce number 1 easily. It would be
okay.
And there's so many hot sauces, but like hot sauce you can kind of combine into one bucket, and hot sauce number 1 for sure.
Are you a big sriracha guy?
Is that? I'm surprised it didn't make the top 5. Did you pick the top 5, or was this a?
I didn't pick. I just picked 5.
You just picked 5 out of the 20, like
5. The 5 ones that I had in my fridge that I could think of off the top, and I do have like, what is it? Like, I guess it is hot sauce. Tapatio. That's hot sauce, right?
It is, yeah.
I mean, it's like the Heinz of hot sauce.
People love it. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like Tapatio. But I hot sauce fan. I just Tapatio.
I'm sure it's expired in my fridge, by the way.
Yeah. I know. Well, Eric, I remember one time asking like if you had cayenne pepper, and then we did find some sort of like hot pepper, and you were like, "Oh fuck, easy, man!" Like
crushed red pepper, yes.
Oh, like easy. There's 3 flakes on that one. Like, you know, like it was making you nervous.
I never said easy. There's 3 flakes on that one.
Something like that. I vividly remember you like objecting to any sort of like dousing these wings in.
I have developed more of a tolerance over time for like spicy food, but I'm not at your level yet. So
I've developed less.
Have you really?
Yeah, like I used to like as a kid like go as hot as you can, and now that's fucking point. It just ruins your fucking dinner. Like, you know, it's, you know.
I mean, you backed out of the hot chip challenge that I threw down. So
yeah, I think that was a good decision. I think a heart attack could have been something that I would have faced. Like, I'm not sure if my heart can handle that chip.
You're the picture of health. That doctor said as much. Okay, so our final of the top 5, and granted, this was not a complete list. We only have so much time to get through here today, but we've got our top 5. We've got hot sauce, mustard, barbecue, ranch, ketchup. That is the list according to Ryan, which is definitely not what my list would be.
I'm throwing shade at ketchup too for putting it behind ranch, because I could probably put ranch there, but I just think the obsession with ketchup is so odd, and I don't care for it, and so I'm throwing some shade at it and putting it last.
I'm just considering it as a emblem of your ignorance about ketchup.
It's not ignorance, Eric. Ignorance.
You've only had Heinz, dog. You've only had Heinz.
Huh? No, that's not it. Like,
that is it. You named like 5 mustards and 1 ketchup.
Yeah, but you have to go with your baseline.
I don't think you were going with your baseline. I think you were going with all these different varieties and, you know, all that stuff. But that's fine. Hidden Valley Ranch. We never mentioned Hidden Valley.
Yeah, no, not my thing.
Fine, just do ketchup dirty.
And also, you didn't bring up what should be the worst condiment, but you know, just to make note of it, so everyone knows, fucking mayonnaise.
Which aioli, aioli is like
right.
A form
aioli is.
Yes.
And it's very popular. You're not wrong to include it in there. I see it on fucking everything, and I always have to ask for it with no aioli because it's mayonnaise based, it's creamy, and it's, you know, I get there's maybe some lemon juice in there to, like, you know, perk it up or
and
whatever.
Garlic.
But,
and garlic probably.
Yeah, probably some garlic. And, you know, like I don't hate people who like it. It's not my thing. Like, it's fucking like, I don't know why you got to put cream on everything. You know?
That's what she said. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back with Ask the Talent. Thank you. And we're back. Look at that. Blink and you miss it.
Ask the Talent.
Okay, so Ryan, piece of advice. This is a very specific scenario, but I think that many of us, if we're not in this scenario in our lives now, which if you're fucking not, whew, lucky you. But there seems to be this constant battle, Ryan. And, well, you know what? I don't even know which category you fall into. I have a feeling that I do. But we've got 2 types of people out there in the world. We got late people and we got on time people.
Mm.
You strike me as a late person.
I don't know why you'd say something like that, but like, I mean, I'm not going to say it's untrue. Like,
we've only been doing this podcast for now officially like 3 or so years. So, yeah. But late people versus on time people. So there was a situation that I heard about recently, and this person was actively soliciting for advice. And so, like, I, just to put this out here, out in the wastelands of the internet, I consider myself to be an on-time person. I'm not necessarily a super early person, but I will show up within like 5 minutes of when I'm expected to be showing up. Like, always. That's just, like, I pride myself. If I give my word I'm going to be somewhere, I will be there. That is what I do. And I will try to be.
Wait, can I step? Are you talking, is this like plans or like work? Because I think there's a difference between what you're saying. Like, I think there's a difference. And I don't want to bust this whole thing up, you know, right off the bat. But like, I mean, what are you talking about? Like plans with family, friends? Are you talking about like work?
I think let's just keep it to social stuff for right now.
Okay, good.
Why? What were you trying to like fucking gotcha me? What's going on here?
No, I'm not trying to gotcha you. I just think like, you know, like I mean, you made it sound like, okay, like I have plans. Like if I have plans with friends and I'm going to be there like within the approximate amount of time. Like,
what does that mean?
Give or take.
What does that mean?
Well, I think sometimes you do need to show up fashionably late, like if, or sometimes you need to be fashionably early, you just need to you seek the situation out and see, it depends. But yes, like generally on time. But with work, you go there every day. Like you don't, you should be relatively on time, I think, like for sure. But It's different. Like it's just a different, you do that every day. It's your job. Like, if you're talking like, you have a big plan with some friends, that's different. I just think you should just like separate these there. But okay, go ahead. I'm not gotching you. I'm just saying you made it sound like, I'm not an asshole to my friends. Well, I'm not an asshole either. I was on time today. Like I make plans. I'm on time. Like,
you are really taking this personally.
No, you're
very defensive.
You said I was late off the bat.
No, I said I suspect that you are probably a late person, and then you got all up in arms about it. So clearly, I was right.
You didn't strike a nerve in me. I'm just trying to figure out where this lands. Like,
with myself.
No, I don't want to derail it. Just go ahead.
You already did, but thank you. So for me, I'll give you an example, just kind of like not a specific example because I can't really think of one right now. But for me, I would say I have like a 5-minute buffer. When I say, hey, I'm going to be there at 6 or I'm going to be there at 4 o'clock or 4:30, whatever the case is, I give myself a 5-minute buffer. So as long as I'm like there within 5 minutes, I consider that basically on time. My wife has like a 30-minute buffer. So
that's a long buffer.
So we say like, we're going to be there at 6. Then we're probably going to be there closer to like 6:30, 6:20, 6. Like we're like leaving 10, 15, 20 minutes after when I said I wanted to leave by. And like most of us have been in that situation. You're either on one end or the other end of that, depending on whether you're the late. It never seems like late people get situated with late people. You're always the reverse. There's one late person, there's one on time person. And so there was a situation I heard about recently. I was listening to another podcast. The husband lied to the wife, which I will admit, I've been there before, where he said that they needed to leave by whatever time it was, 9:45.
Yeah.
And he knew that she would be late. So he's like, we need to leave by 9:45. Knowing, as long as we leave by 10, we're fine.
Yeah.
And so she was, and she apologized for it. And then, and here's where the paths diverge. He told her that he told her an intentional time, or an earlier time intentionally, and then she accused him of being manipulative.
So I think that could backfire on you pretty easily. Because, one scenario would be and also in fairness to your point that you brought up, if we're talking me and Greta, I would be the late person. And not because I have stuff to, it's just because
that face doesn't just happen, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, yes, I probably do run late. Yeah. So and Greta's more on time. She's on top of things more than I am. So yeah. So I probably would be the late person. But if that wasn't the case, what if it happened? Like you said, you created this, fictional 30-minute buffer.
Right.
And then you actually go on time and then someone says we were supposed to be, then you get called up. Then you're dealing with the whole, like Hida, you just said it, you can get called out for that and right?
I mean, sure. Yeah. No, I think you can. I think, speaking as the on-time person, I think it is easier to kind of create scenarios where you can then pad it out in the unlikely scenario where you actually have that extra time. You can say I need to take the garbage out, or I should check the mail real quick before I forget. There's things you could do to kind of give yourself that time if you don't want to be early, if you're trying to avoid that. But I think, I have been that person, but then I never revealed after the fact that I did that. I think that would be foolish. But I wanted to know. But I guess it's even more interesting now as a self-admitted late person now. How would you feel if someone did that to you, where they told you at the wrong time intentionally in the purpose of getting you there on time?
I'd be a little hurt, like
because they assumed that you would be late. Is that why you'd be hurt by it?
I'd be a little hurt. But I also respect that movement. Like I think like that's being smart about like what like that's intaking the data, right? And outputting a like let's get there. Like you got to respect that move. I think but I'd be a little hurt. My feelings would be hurt, but I would I'd be like, oh, that's just her being smart. Like
right. So you're on the so you're on the side of the on time person doing this.
Yeah, I think it's a fair. I think it's totally a fair move. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a fair move.
All right.
Feelings might get hurt, but it's fair. Like,
where do you land on the whole like telling them about it though?
I mean, she would tell me. Like, she would just tell me. Like, she's so frustrated at this point that she would just tell me. Like, but the problem would lie is that like I would never fall for it again. Like, I'd be like, "Are you fucking with me this time?" Like,
right.
So that would be the issue.
See, that's the problem. Forward. Is once you've played your cards there and they know about it, then you're fucked. Yeah. And then it even calls into question if you're telling them real times from now on. It's a one time,
and you should you should not tell them. It's a one-time thing if, so it would always be brought up again. Yeah. So it's only going to work. So if you have a really important event, like maybe like use it there or, use it and just don't be honest about it. Like
not being honest is the best policy. That's what they say.
Sometimes you got to do what works, what's most efficient, what's best. And,
sure.
And I get that.
You have to take into account people's strengths and people's faults.
Yeah.
And if you're doing that, honestly, there's nothing wrong with like accounting for like what is going to be happening.
I don't think so. I think it's a smart play. Like that said, though, I would absolutely, in my laziness, call it out like every fucking time after that. Like,
no, you would. I do, and nobody holds a grudge quite like Ryan Murphy over here.
Exactly.
I can tell you that much. Well, that concludes this episode of Rumpus Time. Very minimal references to the clitoris, but follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Hardmark Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Follow Ryan on TikTok. RJ Murphy, 1922, has got his big rollerblading giveaway. He's going to give away his old stinky rollerblades that I don't think he wore them one time, but he's going to give them away on there.
I get a bunch of followers.
Yeah, exactly. If he reach it, you're at like 100 something right now?
Yeah, probably. I think it's all bots, but like,
sure. What number will you give your rollerblades away to a follower if we can get you to like 200, 500?
250. Let's go 250. Let's just call it 250.
All right.
Yeah, I'll give away those rollerblades to the 250th follower.
So you have people like constantly like trying to unfollow just so there's so much work just for a shitty pair of like $30 rollerblades.
They're pretty nice.
Well, if you're not hard, get hard, everybody. Once you get hard, stay hard. Rumpus time is over. Thank you very much.
Mustard has a tang.